Hey, how you guys doing? PockyOni here, and today I'm just gonna tell you about this awesome, fantastic movie I've been meaning to watch for years now. And that movie is none other than Redline. That movie was fucking fantastic. I came in there with no expectations, thought it was gonna probably be an okay movie. Was just scrolling through my anime list and looking at the stuff that I was planning to watch that had been there for God knows how long, and just loading that movie up within the first 10 minutes, I was blown away. Granted, it's a very weird jump for me, honestly. Just seeing so many different types of people, from just regular humans to aliens and stuff like that, and the flirting between both was like, a little bit weird for me at first, but who cares? This anime is mostly just about the racing that just happens, and from moving on from Yellow Line to Red Line, we've got our main character, JP, who's just been in racing for a while and been wanting to make it to Redline for the longest time. And seeing a little bit of his motivation had inspired me to watch it a bit more. And the competition that he's stacked up against is actually pretty freaking amazing. And they have their own sets of backstories and how quirky they are as well. From Sono, the love interest, to an entire cyborg robot that fuses with his machine just to race and has been waiting for the past 20 sessions for that red line. We've got the magical girl planet, bounty hunters. At that point, I just was like, bruh. So the story follows JP, who's trying to get into the red line by finishing this race called Yellow Line. However, his best friend Frisbee, who also works on his car, works for the mafia now, and has caused him to blow his car up so they could pretty much make money by having him go in last place, go back into first, and then failing again when bets are high against him and for him. But because two other people called out because the Red Line race is on the most dangerous planet, Robo Planet, which is pretty much Nazi fascist robo cyborg things. Like two people call out and he's giving out the spot. Well, that's just the beginning of the movie. The relationship between JP and Frisbee, and later on introduce the mechanic as well, is actually interesting because from the get-go, they've been a team for the longest time, but because Frisbee, sold out to the Mafia just to get him to win a race, we just build up this connection and thought process for Frisbee, which is make money first, race later, versus what he originally started off with. And I wouldn't say skip past that. Getting to the next point is, the romance between JP and Sono. The first conversation alone is actually really, really good. The one thing I took from that is these characters felt like people actually having a conversation. Hell, when Sono makes fun of him, calling him, what do you call it, a substitute, he said under his breath, substitute, while she's even talking. And that's one of the things I liked, because in a conversation alone, rarely do people just stop talking and then the other person just starts talking just so they can explain something. That's how plots go in a lot of anime. They just get to the point. What this one was, it breathed life and chemistry between the two characters. And the soundtrack, that went into that scene as well. Madhouse was fucking smart. Because I did not think that grabbing a Western musician group for this film was, gonna work out the way it did. But it freaking was fan-fucking-tastic. Ugh. And the character motivations for both characters. Bruh. Why is this movie so good? It's really amazing. No wonder it took 7 years to make this film. This film was started out in 2002, came out in 2009. Looks like something out of Space Dandy, probably by the same. Oh wait, they did make that too. But the art style in itself is heavy with the outlines and shadows, creating this in-depth look. But the fluidity on top of it. Oh, the motions, the animation. They spent so much time on it. I wish a lot of anime really took the time to do that. I understand there's time crunches and stuff like that in CGI, but when you see an anime studio take the time and effort to draw out every single frame of that anime, it pays off. And it looks so beautiful. And that's not even the best part. Like, we have fucking kaijus fighting in this film. This is dirty racing as well, with missiles and trying to kill each other. Hell, one of the racers was a dirty cop that beat the shit out of the people he caught. America. No, I'm not gonna do that right there. But even he has a motivation and love in his life too. And it just makes the characters so, I wouldn't say lovable, but so interesting to me at least. Then we got the magical girls. No, before that, let's get into the quirkiness of the show itself. Pompadour for JP was hilarious. Every time he's just combing that thing, I'm like, yo, I swear that looked like a black loaf of bread on his head. And then the transformation for the car for the magical girls, I'm just like, what? They go into the car turns into a woman, and the two pilots just show up in the boobs of the thing to pilot it as a mecha. I was like, what the hell is this even anymore? This is weird as hell. And I really can't even describe this one. It's like an experience. You have to watch this. Hell, it is, I would tell you to watch it right now. This film was A plus, to say the least. And the voice acting. And one more point. There is a weird amount of nudity in it from time to time. It didn't seem too jarring at the time, but some might find it But I was like, okay. But outside of that, this is a film that any anime, not even anime fans, this needs to be on Netflix for people to watch. So, my personal recommendation, watch it right now. Please do yourself this favor. Alright, that's enough from me today. I'm signing off right now. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next vid.